So the idea for what we're going to do is we're going to build a ginormous mushroom out of pink terracotta for the cap and white terracotta for the shaft, trunk, stem. Anyway, for the... Is it a stem? Stalk. Mushroom stalk. It is a stalk. Like corn. Corn stalk. So, we're going to... We don't want to have it just be like, geez, stop that. It's not just going to be straight up and down because that'd be silly. It's going to kind of like curve a little bit, but of course, because this is obviously straight, you have to cheat it to and fudge it to make it look curved, which means we just have to make it so much larger. So I'm thinking it'll go like up around and then curve back up a little bit up at the top. This is gonna be really, really, really tricky, actually. Like really, really, really tricky. And this is gonna push my building capabilities to the limit because, wow, is this ever a massive? It's so large, and to make it look realistic is just not currently in my skill set. But hopefully, by the time we're done, it will be. So, I know this is getting kind of hard to visualize so far, and it just looks like a blob of flesh. Even also, when they refer to like the mushrooms, they refer to it as the mushroom's flesh, which is really weird with like people who are eating or whatever. At least I've heard that. I hope you haven't, because it's awful. It's definitely coming along. I'm not quite getting the curve I was hoping for. I think I need to straighten this up a little bit, have this go up straighter, and this come curving just a little more. But also, we have so much height we have to get out of that. We'll see how it goes. Oh, wow. So, a lot of work into this stock. It's a little bit pinker than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. This is it. This is the stock. It's a little busier, I think, than I wanted, but also the less busy I make it, the worse it looks too. I think maybe I want it to go narrower up top before, but I just had it widened is my thing. It's tricky, and then the mushroom will overhang like a fair bit. Is the plan anyway. So, I'm just gonna have to hope that the finished product comes out okay, and we did our best. All right, I think this is what we're gonna call this done for now. Here's our mega mushroom from various angles. It's not perfect, you know. It's certainly better than I thought it was gonna come. Oh, hello. Yeah, go away. What the hell was that? A ghost? It certainly came out better than I thought it was going to, but like I know better could be done, just not by me, you know. Practice over time, maybe I'll be able to make better mega mushrooms, but for now this will have to do. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I'm like, hey, you did that. So, good job, me. We've now got our melon and pumpkin farm hidden. I do have to make a kind of like access room over here still, and then one over by my pumpkins as well. And then I wouldn't hurt to have a way to get to my melon loader. But, you know, there's so much to do. Geez, that pumpkin loader is pretty... Maybe I'll just have like an access route through inside this one place, like a pathway. Although this is pretty jammed, so... Maybe not. We'll figure it out. Who knows? Alright, so we've cleared out this space for our villager tower. I have to trim that a little bit, but that's fine. I'll show you the design. Also, I need to check the design myself. So the idea is every one of these little gaps will hold a villager. We can have it be super, super, super tall. And we'll have this cool center spiral staircase in the middle. I'm probably not going to go with this block palette. I don't know why I went with coal blocks for building it. I just did. So what I need to do is the center block's nice and centered, right? There's going to be an easy way for me to mimic this. I don't think there is. I think I'm just going to have to try and figure it out. But this is the idea. So we'll cut out the corners from that platform we built, and that's just like a base area I've cleared to work with. Yeah, I guess we... Shoot. How do I how do I translate this? So center block, you go over 1, 2, 3 from the center block for the glass. Oh boy. All right, let's just start with going back and forth and we'll see what we can figure it out. Alrighty. So this is the, yeah, this is pretty much the first full layer of our trading tower. This will all be masons, like the guys, the grindstones, they sell you quartz and terracotta and stuff like that. Every single one of these slots will have a mason in them. I think, I don't know, that's like a lot, but it'd be nice to not have to worry about it. So I think we're going to go with every single one of these as a mason. And then at this height will be the start of our second floor, which will be, I think librarians next, and then farmers. Yeah, we'll do librarians, we'll do masons, librarians, farmers, which should put us up at that level, which is the one we'll be using the most. And then after farmers will be clerics, and then above clerics will be like some mix and match of everything else that we don't have yet. And yeah, golden cookie, RuneScape. Yeah, it's going to be very expensive to keep doing this, but we're well on our way. The reason we're doing the masons first is so we can buy the rest of the quartz for the project. And this is kind of the design. I still have to figure out, maybe I'll just leave it open, you know? You don't need to close that staircase in, because if you look at it, it's pretty thick. Hang on, get some lights going. Like, I'm not going to fall off. I don't need walls, and the open concept will be nice, because I want to be able to get, like, this is going to be open light all the day, so, like, in daytime, you'll get daylight out of that, and at night, it'll just be dark. And I won't be able to do that if I close it in, so maybe we just won't have walls around the stairs, and if I fall off, I'm the dummy. It's my own fault for falling. Yeah, that's the plan. So this is the second layer, and I'll just go down the stairs and show you. We've got the second layer pretty well completely built, and they're all ready for villagers to move in on the bottom floor. I mean, I guess we're pretty well ready for them on the top. Nope, I still have to do the little scoopy thing that collects the XP. But the bottom floor is ready. It's scoopy bin thing and all prepared. So I've got to create a rail system. I think we're going to deposit the villagers in like that corner. And we'll have a rail that comes and spits them out, and then we can kind of do whatever we need after that. And this is all of these are going to be masons. All of them. I don't have this many villagers alive and existing already, but, you know, baby steps, my dudes. So that's the plan. And then from there we can buy the quartz, because this is all the quartz I have left, which is nowhere near enough to do anymore. We're pretty well ready. Like, I've got enough quartz that I can do the slabs for the scoop bit on this layer, but after that I can't build any more layers. So I need to get my masons in kind of ASAP as possible. So yeah, that's what we're working on now, I guess. All right, here we are abducting our first people to bring to the hall. It's going to be so much over in this place, let me tell you. Okay, so he's here. I'm gonna go. I've got some slime blocks over here. We're gonna use to kind of like trap him a little bit. And also, this is where my my grindy boys are. So all we got to do is kind of shove him in there, go in there, go in there, and then oh, don't do that. And the reason we're doing this is because when we break the minecart F3B, he's probably gonna... He hit his head. That wasn't me hitting him, don't worry. Okay, he is now trapped. So we'll have to trade with him to unlock the later trades. But, like, I'm okay with that price. I can't get any better. And it's also 1 emerald for 1. Is it? Oh, I should test this. Alright, we're good. It's 1 for 1. So yeah, there's no reason for me to infect and cure these dudes over and over again, because, like, I'm probably not going to do that trade, or that trade very much. And then these ones, like, that they can't get any better. So why would I bother spending, you know, 5 minutes per villager curing and infecting and curing and bringing them over here when I can just bring them over? Alright, we've taken a long time to fill all of these spots and trade these dudes up. They're all masters. They all sell quartz pillars. There are 44 in total, 11 on each side, which is a lot. A lot of them also have trades for, not that guy, for some terracotta that I'd like. Mostly we're looking for, like, the black Black especially, honestly. Cyan is also nice, but black, because we don't have a squid farm, dye is pretty hard to get. Yeah, so we can buy quartz from these guys in pretty good quantities. I already did a round, like once, and this is the amount of quartz and pillars that I can get by just going around one time. And every trade day, you can kind of do that twice. So we could just, imagine that is all quartz, and then we have that much again in quartz pillars. Which is a lot. That is so much quartz. However, that's also every single block of quartz you see there is 1 emerald that I have to spend. So that's basically 2 blocks of emerald, or stacks of emerald blocks invested in that. And 4 if I do a full trading day. So I can burn through 4 stacks of emerald blocks a day. My production currently does not even come close to touching that. If I show you, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I want to have an easier way in and out, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, my production so far for emeralds is just these guys. I don't know if I've ever actually shown this on video. Hang on, there's a golden cookie. But this is kind of the process if I want to get more emeralds. It's how I've been fixing stuff. You just grab a bunch of that stuff, and then you can run around and trade. Now, if I was kind of continually trading, I would burn through my potato and carrot supply pretty quickly. Pumpkins and melons, not quite so fast. We do have a pretty hefty back supply of that. I don't know if I've ever showed that on video. Huh. We're showing off all kinds of stuff. Oh, that guy barely refreshed anything. I hope he refreshes more. Sometimes they don't refresh their trades. I don't understand the mechanic exactly. We're going to hold on to that extra stuff just in case. So these are all crafted melons, all the green ones, and these are all pumpkins. So we've got lots. That's an empty one I've got to bring back to the mushroom thing. Come on, fella. That happens sometimes. I wish I understood why. It just be that way sometime. Shoot. I guess we'll put these potatoes up here. I don't have an automatic breeder. This is all manual. Do we have any babies? No. That means they're out of stuff. Here, just take everything. Have everything. We need to get another 44 for the next layer, and then another 44 for the layer on top of that, and you get the picture. Let's do it. Okay, so right now we're working on our villager. It's both a hospital and an unhospital. The idea we'll have a zombie going back and forth on this rail forever. Ooh. Okay, so we should move that. What we've got right here, we've got these 2 observers are facing these observers, and it's creating alternating very quick pulses, so that when the zombie's in the minecart, he'll never stop, but he won't go quickly either, so he'll be able to hit the villagers that are in these positions much more frequently. But I need that to be centered so that we hit the whole thing. That's an easy thing to fix. So the idea is we'll have... I need the string. Can I? Thank you. So we'll have a way to detect when there is a villager in the spot, just like we did with our old one. And it'll, oh, we also need to have... We're going to have bars like so. And the reason you go with iron bars, in case you didn't... You're one of the few people who don't know, iron bars actually increase the speed with which zombie villagers get cured. I don't really think it makes a lot of sense, but whatever, we'll work with it. So yeah, we'll have... Right, that's what we're working on. Oh, and I need the redstone blocks. Redstone block. So the idea is, when a villager's in this position, it spits out the block, and then when the villager's removed, it collects it again. And that'll be how we detect whether or not there's a villager here or not. I don't think I dug out quite enough space. Well, you should be able to make this work. I'll do 1 more block in this direction, because, you know, directional stuff. Oh wait, hang on, is my Spotify thing showing up on stream as well? It is. You can see what I was listening to. Only visible on stream. There you go. Sorry, guys. Keep my guilty pleasures to myself. Okay, and let's dig down here a couple layers just so we have a little bit of breathing space. So the idea is we can keep the villagers here as long as we want and cure them as much as we want, and then with these pistons we'll be able to drop them down into another area, and that's how we'll extract them from this once they're done. So that block, the one they're standing on, will get retracted. So now there we go. Cool, excellent, works perfectly. I was just testing to make sure that worked. We have to create this kind of framing thing around it. Go, and there we go. Although we don't need these middle blocks for really anything. Oh yeah, no, that's what we're walking on. So 2. Yeah, that should be good. Oops. So we're loading them from this side, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. The villagers will once a villager is in a position, it will make it. I probably don't need the repeaters. Oh, I don't have a way up there. Oh my goodness. It's easier to just show you. So we'll have so the idea is when a villager goes into this slot, it'll oh wait, that's not set up, it won't do anything. I do need glass for this, I think. And then oh no, we want it to be like that. Oh, hang on, I promise this makes sense. Please. Oh, okay, just jump off, it's fine, I'm not upset, we're all fine, everything's good. Okay, so the idea don't do that. Hang on, it'll behave. The idea is you oh, right, that's blocking the route up. Try that again. Try that again. Alright. It's defaulting the wrong way. I forgot how directional this was. Rails are the worst. So if I flick it... Oh, then we can just invert it and it'll work. Okay, that's fine. So we've got to clear even more space. Awesome. And I'll show you in 2 seconds what this will work like. Okay, so right now there's no villager in there. And so when the dude comes along this way, he'll go into this spot. As soon as he goes into that spot, it'll flick. It'll stay on because he's still there, which I'll demonstrate like this. So now it'll bring him along onto the track on the left, and once he's in this one, we'll have the same effect going on like that. And to achieve this effect, all I did was invert what I had originally. So the default position is to have the redstone block forward instead of backward. And then it activates the line opposite, which is fine and easy and super, super excellent. So now all I need to do is to set up a switch to collect the cured villagers. And that's also not going to be hard. Where did that just go? Oh, what a weird spot. So the idea on this one, oh, I did want the repeaters, because it'll have this fun cascading effect for really no reason. Yeah, we flick that switch and it'll, hang on, do I have a button? Let's get a button. A block to place it on. Oh, put that there, so like so. So if we press that button, of course that'll be default on, right? Because we want the floor to be there. And then when you press a button, it'll turn it off for a second. I didn't bring a single redstone torch because I'm the worst. Let's get YouTube in on this move. Okay, so we are... Yeah, it'll work. And oops. Oh, that won't work. There we go. We're gonna bring McCarty Lynn. Oh, she's gonna hit me a bunch of times. Y'all remember McCarty Lynn, right? You've been here. Just waiting for something to... Oh, shoot. I didn't do that one right. There we go. Alright, so let's go into... There we go. Come on, McCarty Lynn. Oh, these are broken. Okay, whatever. And then we restore that like that. Theoretically, we can still use this, but we ain't gunsta. So now... Why are you doing this, McCarty Lynn? You work so well in my... We definitely want faster than that. Is it the ticks that are off on... Hang on. I can fix this, don't worry. There we go. This one. Nope. I'm gonna stand back like that. It's gonna be tricky to get this to work. Getting them on the alternating tick is not easy. Huh. Alright, well I guess I gotta work on that, but just to prove that this works. Look at this. Working flawlessly here. So, I don't know, I'll go screw myself, I guess. It's just, I gotta get it on the right ticks, it's fine. Alright, so for whatever reason, we have to have 3 giving it pulse from below instead of... If I put it above here like this, it worked fine. So, I don't know, who cares, whatever, as long as I can get it to work. So, that's McCarty Lynn in. Now I'm going to tear this out because I actually don't want that. Alright. Very violent. She's incredibly violent. So now I want to have this line make its way up over to here and connect up to there. And that won't be difficult. Nothing left of... there's nothing difficult left. Everything's working fine. I think. Okay, so we're done. Untested. This is us testing it right now. It starts here with this switch. If we... Geez Louise, you guys gotta hush up. So if you want to send them directly to the trading hall, you flick that switch and anyone I remove from here goes to the tower, which you can actually see a little bit from here. Cool. If I want to cure them first, I set them here. So what we're gonna do is we collect up to 5 at a time. And hopefully I've got this timing is acceptable for the system. And then we're going to go meet him there. Fourth. And a 5th. Oh. Oh, no. What I failed to consider... Hang on, is that only that one that's going to do that? F3G. No, we want F3B. That's interesting. Can I borrow this for a second, please, good sir? What happens if... I don't have a way to... There we go, right there. Put that there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure McCarty Lynn wants to hit me, and that's why she's not hitting any of the villagers. That speed, that is pretty much the exact speed I would like to see, though. And the reason she's doing it even is because when she bumps edges, you're on me? Yeah, she's on me. When she goes up against the mine carts there... Oh, just took my pants off. When she goes up against the mine carts at the villagers' end, there's the friction because they're right up against each other and it slows her down. So if I remove myself from this picture a little bit, I'm probably gonna need to make like a little glass enclosure or something. There's no way she's still pathfinding to me. It kind of looks like she's still looking at me, huh? Hit somebody. Yep, it's definitely feeling like she's still thinking about me. Fine, give me 1 second. Okay, so we came back to all 4 of 5 being transformed, which is actually quite good. So what if I wanted to make a way for her to not be able to see me and pathfind to me? Is this gonna work? I know she can't see through the glass officially, but she might be able to pathfind and understand that I'm here. So we'll just see. It looks like, yeah, this works excellently. Okay, I didn't get the stuff to do this. Yeah, that's fine. If they can't make it to the thing, like, I'm not offended. Wait, no, I want to leave that there. I want to leave that there. All right, so we just had to make a lot of substantial changes to the design. I am a bit burnt on this project, but it works. So you get your villager, you collect your villager. The villager goes to the hall, the place, the thing I built. I've got the zombie stopped. I still actually have to make a way to get there now, like a proper way, but the zombie is stopped so that you can see. So I think I know what happened here. Let's try this again. Nobody's dying. Okay, so he goes in. Perfect. So far, so good. He's alive there. Okay, so what we had to do is make him not be in his minecart when he goes through there. And the reason, there's a bunch of reasons for that, and I'm just really sour about it. So fine, we remove the minecart by having the activator rail, which forces him into... Excuse me. Okay, so it forces him onto this block, and then there's a delay from crossing the detector rail. So the piston pushes him down into that hole, and we've got the hole because the trap door. So he falls into there. The minecart continues on into one of these tracks. The minecart should be in that. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so now what's going on is this stuff below is all waiting in stasis. Sorry, hang on. Just give it another second. It's waiting for me to give it villagers. So the idea is I'll cure my 5 villagers. McCarty Lynn would be going back and forth, but she's currently not because I am demonstrating. So let's say I've infected this guy and I've cured him, and I'd like to send him on to the villager tower. What I do then is press this button, which will open the floor under him. There's a long delay for the dispensers, which send that out, and collect him. And Bob's your uncle. Oh my goodness. So to break the minecarts and put them into the dispenser, we've got this little system here. So because the minecart will be partially inside this block, it'll go zerp that way towards the cactus, hop underneath, collects it, and filters it into the dispenser. So we've got one button to drop them down and dispense it, because I'm never going to be dropping them down and not wanting to dispense it. And there'll also never be a villager there if there isn't a minecart, which is really nice. That's a good self-sufficient system. So yeah, I think that's actually it. The villager will drop down onto this block here. Ooh, so that was lucky. I totally almost goofed that though. So I've got to have a block here and here in every single one. This one's already done. There and there and there. And that way he stays in that position, can't wander anywhere. I could do glass or something else, but whatever, it's fine the way it is. I tried having the dispenser one block forward, and when the minecart went up, it would just go back and get stuck, so I guess it needs that little bit of a... it needs a little bit of a oomph to go, and that's it. That is the system functioning. What a journey. I did also end up making it so this one button, instead of, you may remember I had the buttons on the floor here for each of these. I figured, if I'm standing here and there's villagers here, McCarty Lynn will never attack the villagers because she wants to get me. So it's okay. We can just have the one button, press the button, dispense them all on this cool delay. Like, if you look at this, I like that. I really like that feature. I think that's fun and good. And also, I'm weirdly happy with how this came out. I really like this. So there it is. There's our functioning villager hospital. It is actually done. I now need to cure... I did 4 villagers today. I have another 40 that I need to cure 5 times each. at about 5 minutes per 5 because you can do 5 in a batch. So I've got a lot of work to do, but we made it.